Welcome back to Open Up.
You bet, everybody. We're talking with Sheriff Purnell, the president of Oildale Leadership Alliance. And
Yes.
we're talking about what has become a troubled part of our city, but so many positive things going on. But there is some very dark developments, and you were telling us about it before the show. Tell us about what's happening in the drug world.
Well, in the drug world, meth is all over the universe. Worldwide, meth is a leading drug among people. And in the United States, the meth comes up from Mexico into California. Los Angeles was the major distribution center to the rest of the United States, but that's no longer true. There's another community that has surpassed Los Angeles, and that's right here, Bakersfield/Oildale. Right here. Because of our highways going north and south and east and west, it's ideal for people who are transporting drugs. And the Sheriff's Department have announced this. Dixie King of Transforming Local Communities has made that announcement also. So it's confirmed. And we cannot put our head in the sand any longer. It's right here. Everybody knows somebody who's used meth, and if you don't, you're sleeping.
And it's such a destructive drug.
It is a terribly destructive drug. Some people can use it and walk away from it, but I don't know the statistics on that, but some people one time and they're hooked. Wow. One time. It changes your brain chemistry, and once you're addicted, and perhaps going to treatment, well, let's say this first. Meth users never hit bottom. Heroin users do. They end up in the gutter. Meth users, all they have to do is have another hit, and they feel like the smartest person in the world, the most together person in the world. So they never have to face reality as long as they keep using it. But their teeth are falling out. They've got sores all over their bodies because it feels like bugs are crawling under their skin. So they actually are digging at their skin with knives trying to get those quote, quote, bugs. They're paranoid. They can be very dangerous. They can end up with anorexia because they're not eating, they're not sleeping, they're up for 3 days at a time. But once they do get into treatment, and usually it's because they lose their children that they go into treatment, then it takes a year of being totally clean from the drug, a year before they begin to start thinking correctly. And it takes at least 2 years to really begin to have good thought processes and good organizational skills. And some people never recover.
Boy, you know, the devil is described in Scripture as the one who comes to kill and steal and destroy.
Yes.
And that's exactly what this drug does. It just destroys you. It kills your reputation, your health, steals everything from your life.
Yes.
It is.
Now, what does our Sheriff, Donnie Youngblood, do we have the police resources, the law enforcement
We
resources
do.
to
Donnie
cope with this?
Youngblood is working on this with the Sheriff's Department, Bakersfield Police Department. We have DEA people here, Drug Enforcement Agency people working together. And they are actually working on the current methamphetamine task force and working together with Dixie King of Transforming Local Communities, because she did the original survey in Kern County to determine the use of methamphetamine, and that was done on pregnant women when they came into the delivering hospital to have their baby. It's what you call a blind study. They have blood drawn for everything else during the delivery, and so it was drawn for that. There is no name with that, so you don't need permission for that. And it found that drug use and meth use was equal across the board for no matter what your income bracket,
Tina,
no matter where you live.
So even the rich are being hooked on this. It's an
it's
equal opportunity destroyer.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I just talked with a good friend not long ago, and they've had this experience in their family. It's been devastating. Absolutely devastating.
I can imagine.
But you know, this is the myth that we have to get out, is that some people say you can't be cured of addiction of meth. That's not true. recovery is possible.
Okay.
Recovery is possible. We have county resources through Kern Mental Health. We have churches that are involved in substance abuse treatments. We have Kern Teen Challenge. We have the Women's Center in Oildale on East Roberts Lane. We have the Men's Center in Shafter. That's a year program that's very successful. So, but it takes a decision, and it takes a family to help that person.
Isn't it interesting, Tina, that the same factors that are bringing major companies here, distribution centers, because our
Yes.
highways, you can easily go east and west.
Yes.
99, I-5. We're such a locally where you can just go anywhere from from Bakersfield,
Yes.
Oildale,
Yes.
Yes.
and the druggies are smart.
found
They
that.
know that too.
That's
Yeah.
right. They're opportunists, you
Right.
know. So we are starting in on a partnership with Kern Stop Meth Now, which is a coalition that the Board of Supervisors in 2008 asked Mental Health to head up. So Adrian Buckle of Mental Health is the lead person on this. And I first heard about this from Mick Gleason when he spoke to North of the River Chamber of Commerce. And he told that they were going to have a meeting in Kern River Valley on July 6, 2013. And it's huge. He didn't realize the effect of methamphetamine until he was at the Naval Air Station in Ridgecrest. And so he started this big intervention, you might call it, an educational program in Kern River Valley. And I raised my hand after his talk, and I said, could Oildale be the next one? He said, I would love for it to be. But Oildale wasn't ready yet. We weren't working together. And so we did several things to change that. I believe Oildale is ready now. And we are partnering with, we asked the Board of Supervisors to designate Oildale as being the next community to work in. And they did. So we are now just starting that partnership. We had our first core group of people who are interested in devising a strategy, because mental health doesn't just tell you what to do. You devise your own strategy, but they will be the
And then they
resource
support
people.
you. Wow.
They will print up things. They will give you information. They'll tell you about proven programs in other places, and that's all free gratis. There's not money that comes with it, maybe a little bit later on, but not significant money. But resources are extremely valuable.
Far more important than
Yes.
money is self-motivation and the resources to get yourself out.
And expertise,
Yes.
you know, because I'm a retired nurse. I don't have the expertise to know how to do the strategic thing, but I know who to contact. So we're going to have a town hall meeting in Oildale. This has just been finalized. Breaking news, folks. Because
You're hearing it on Open Up.
I mean, yesterday afternoon late, we just finalized all this. Our town hall meeting will be October 27th. That's a Tuesday night at Standard School Cafeteria at 6:15. That's the earliest we can get in there. But anybody can come. We want everybody to come who can. We will have a meal provided by Calvary Bible Church. We will have child care provided by the Boys and Girls Club, X Factor at Standard School, so they're all fingerprinted. They're safe people for your children to be with. If you have children that are diapered or not potty trained, they will stay with mommy, because the workers don't do that. But we will give a briefer summary of the report from Dixie King of the prevalence of meth use in Kern County, and then we'll break into groups of your interest. So yeah, I promise you, it'll be an eventful night.
And all of this coming from a woman who kept saying, God, when are you going to do something in this town? And finally she said, oh, well, maybe it's me.
Maybe it's her, Dawn. And her information is on the screen to contact Cher Purnell. Website, oildaleleadershipalliance.org. It is under construction right now, but you can get it at the website email address that was on the screen. Anyway, thank you so very much for coming to share with us.
Thank you.
Well, we're all in it together, Sheriff
Yes, we
Parnell,
are.
and God bless you in your efforts, and may we all get involved.
Yes.
Yes.
You bet. All
that's
over
what
the
it needs
world
it.
to fight this scourge.
Until
Thanks.
next time.
Stay strong, everybody.